Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to another video. This is the Demoscene report part 2 of October 2023. I'm talking a bit fast because I'm tight on time. We have a lot of things to show you today. I hope you're as excited as I am. A lot of parties happening at the later part of October 2023, but also quite a few news items showed up. So let's quickly get into it. If you're new to the format, this is the video summing up everything that happened in the Demoscene for the month of October in this case, and everything is linked on the description below, so you can go there directly if you don't want to hear me rant, or you can hear me rant and I'll go through everything step by step and talk a little bit about each thing that showed up. Anyways, let's get right onto it with the first item on the menu, which is the top of the month. And to check out the top of the month, we have this top list at Poet from the last month and a half. You can, quite a good quantity of productions that were released on this later part of October. Some stuff from Deadline, some stuff from Spec EPL Demoparty, some stuff released at TRSAC as well. So a lot of good, interesting releases. We will cover most of these later in the video. But if you don't know where to start to checking out the best releases that happened this month, this is the link that you should be checking out. Just go to poet.net with the specific time frame of the last month and a half, and you have the top list of the best productions worth checking out. That being said, let's move on to something else. And the next item on the menu today is some Demoscene related media, which we do have quite a few to check out. Starting with actually something of my own. I was interviewed for this on the arts website about different kind of arts, and they asked me several different things to explain a little bit more what the Demoscene is about. So I gave an in-depth interview, ended up on Hacker News, got a few emails of people pinging me saying, oh, I saw an interview that was interesting. So I'm glad it was useful. I hope it's useful. If you haven't seen it yet, you can take a read here on this blog. Then we had an image color picker being released by Team 210. If you have trouble selecting some color palettes, this tool helps you do some stuff, particularly aimed towards size coding limited stuff like 4Ks, either executable graphics or runtime things, real-time runtime things. So yep. Check out that as well. Next up, we have FairLight TV, as usual, giving some of their new videos, this time talking about the C64 tape protection of Star Paws. Then we had this release on each I/O of Beeper media track. Raw Spectronica is the name of the thing. Spectrum Beeper album. The album was already released quite a few years back, but now it was finally released at the ZX Spectrum executable format that you can actually download and play on your ZX Spectrum emulator and see the stuff. But also there's a few videos of it on YouTube as well. Then we had this very cool video put together by the Sessions, the people behind the Sessions demo party. They did this little teaser trailer showcasing what the Demoscene is about, copy pasting a bunch of different demos together with a kick-ass soundtrack, and yeah, very worth checking out, and a nice way to show other people what the Demoscene is able to do nowadays. At Deadline this year, there was a very interesting patch battle. Instead of having the usual shader coding thing, they decided to put head-to-head 4 different people using different tools of prototyping things. We had CablesGL, we had Blender, we had the tool.io, and we had the thing that I don't remember the name, but it is quite famous, and I hope it's in the description here below. Of course it's not. I will remember it later on, but it's a pretty famous tool as well, but not strictly used for the Demoscene, but more for Touch Design. Touch Design, that's the name. Or Touch Designer, maybe, that's the name. So yeah, one person using a different tool, and it was interesting. They gave a few keywords, and you had a few minutes, I think 10 minutes, to figure out what to do with that thing, and quite a few interesting results overall, so worth checking out. Then we had this Amiga Ascii art thing that got released. Well, not released. How can I explain what this is? So originally it was a thesis written in Finnish, and now it was translated into English and made available. So it's about Ascii art overall, Amiga Ascii art. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't know what else to say about it. If you like Ascii art, if you like academic stuff, check out this blog. Then Violet Procyon released an album of hers featuring all the different tracks that she's been doing for different Demoscene stuff. You can check it out at Bandcamp as well. Buy it there if you want. Monday Night Bytes has been doing some regular streams, and I usually sometimes forget to mention them on the Demoscene report, so I thought I should probably talk about it this time. They sometimes do byte jams, they sometimes do shader jams every single Monday. Well, sometimes they miss it, but they've been doing some stuff. If you would like to participate, you're very much welcome to do so. Just get in touch with Aldroid or Violet or Reality404, and they are the ones organizing it. And, you know, get in touch and participate. Just need to be online Monday night and code some stuff for 1 hour. What else we have? We have an article written by Soul of HSA about sending MIDI data on the ZX Spectrum Next. He's been doing different things for the ZX Spectrum Next. He was involved with some Wi-Fi and Ethernet transfer stuff as well. In the past, there were a few articles from him, and now he was focused on sending some MIDI data. So very interesting archive, especially if you want to use MIDI or want to do some development for the ZX Spectrum Next. Very worth checking out. Then the Demoscene Art of Coding are present at the cyberevolution cybersecurity conference that is happening in a few days, couple of days from the time that I'm recording this video. They will have a little Demoscene corner there explaining what the Demoscene is and showing some stuff. You have 4 days left to join the conference apparently, so go. If you are in Frankfurt, you can still attend. More things. GoToAT has been releasing a series of different videos of some of his tracks with some different visual artists doing some things. This video in particular, Do You Like Brexit Acid version, was particularly interesting from Petcorp, and I highly recommend you checking it out. It used Petsky art to do all the visuals. So, and really well done. So good job. Well done. Recommend it. What else do we have? Let's take a look. Oh, the Polish Demoscene released this book/pamphlet/booklet of some sort, which has like a resume of the different things that happen on the Polish Demoscene, which is really interesting to read. You get a lot more out of it if you actually speak Polish, but very interesting article and news item. So yeah, worth checking out, worth downloading, especially if you speak Polish, as I mentioned. Then I found this video on Manui's YouTube channel that was already released some 4 months ago, but I somehow missed it. And it does a very good interview with another Russian music enthusiast that explains the point of using the Atari Falcon and the Atari Falcon DSP and some different peripherals that you can use with it to do music or do modern music with an old school setup. Atari Falcon was very professionally oriented, so you could take a lot of advantage for it to doing music, especially when it was originally released. And this video does a very in-depth analysis of it, so I highly recommend you. It's in Russian, but it has English subtitles, so you can easily follow it, and very, very interesting. I don't even have an Atari, and I found it very interesting to check. And then last but not least, there was a very good news on Demozoo. Finally, the integration with live code demozoo.org data is starting to roll out on the main website. So if you see some shader showdown or some shader jams that happen at different demo parties, now you can see that specific information like beautiful screenshots, downloads for the links, for the shader toy, if it was ported to shader toy. So very cool stuff. Thank you, Gasman, for that update. I think a lot of people will enjoy that as well. And I just screwed up the view here, but I can make it work. Let's move on to the next thing, which is out of Compo releases that we have for this month. And for that, I need to go here, and it's the wrong one. This is the first one. Okay. A lot of stuff for the Commodore 64 that came out. Another intro by XS was one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Then we had a humble demo for the ZX Spectrum by Sergei Makiv. I didn't actually check it. I think it's rather basic, but you know, check it out anyways. Birth of a Flower by Vision was also released later in the month. DSC number 4 for the Amstrad CPC. Then we had the new chiptune, a 4-channel chiptune by Radix of all people, and the mod is also released. But he did this video capture of ProTacker playing the thing, even if it's in an emulator. So yeah, nice to see new 4-channel mods by Radix. Rust Eater by Kone, some noisy techno-ish thing for the Amiga, which was quite interesting. I enjoyed that a lot. Then we had a couple of art packs also being released. My Children ANSI pack by NHG, which has some really high quality art, as you can see, mostly focused around the ANSI. Can I call it car set? Not sure if you call it car set or if you call it something else. Yep, some high quality drawings. Check it out, especially if you like ANSI art. Then there was another art pack also released, this time by Misty Gris, with a lot of different things, teletext, pixel art, Petsky, ASCII, ANSI, all sorts of different things. Massive pack, including quite a few releases that were out on a few recent demo parties. I saw some stuff at Flashparty. I saw some stuff, I think, at TRSAC as well. So yeah, if you like art packs, major one got released by Misty Gris, so check it out. It's an entry by Two Stoned. It's quite good, called Satan. More things that were released this year. A new music disc a new disc mag by Metafox DKHQ for the Amiga. Then a little intro released by Triad in a little bit tribute to the whole situation that's been developing in Palestine/Israel. Amiga Rules 2301 by Second Moon, another disc mag. So a lot of there was like a shortage of disc mags on Amiga, and now suddenly there are 2 of them released on the same month. Haven't read them yet, but I'm curious how they are in terms of content. And then Halloween Selfie by Onslaught, a little Commodore 64 demo here to wrap up things just in time for Halloween. And that's it for the out of Compo releases that we had this year. Let's move on to something else, which is the Skrolli demo party, which is on this screen. So I already talked a little bit about Skrolli on the previous video, but I will talk a bit some more because now we have screenshots of all the things. The things have been recently uploaded and added to Demozoo, so we can quickly take a look. Also, I did this new feature, use a script that allows you to click on a thumbnail and then see the thing that is happening, which is a lot more interesting for you to see, and I really was looking forward to showcasing this. So this is the compo releases from the Wild competition at Skrolli Party. It featured a lot of things. It featured music, it featured videos, it featured graphics, it featured some weird stuff like having an NTP client for an old Mac, a lot of things like this. And the winner was this, I believe it's a video game for the +4, for the Commodore 64 +4 by Dr. Terror. So congratulations, Dr. Terror, on that. And the real-time competition only had 3 entries. Third place, something for the TIC-80 by Quadtrip called Fields of Mzdia. Then Fuller Scroller for Linux. I couldn't get a screenshot for this, and no one else has bothered either. And then first place, an Einen Blauen Tag by Lametri, which is a game on this old-school aesthetic thing for MS-DOS. So yeah, these were the releases of Skrolli Party, Demoparty, and Espo, focusing around the physical magazine. Skrolli is a physical magazine for computer stuff that happens, and they organize this party sometimes with people surrounding the disc mag, which inevitably involves the demo scene as well. So moving on to the next item on the agenda, we have a ATASCII Compo that also took place. ATASCII is the Atari version of the text-based car set that's popularized by Petsky and Ascii. But here they did a compo focusing entirely on ATASCII, and with some pretty good results. You can see here some of the releases. There were multiple releases by same people as well, so on some of these images the style is very similar, which I found it quite interesting actually. So yeah, quite a few good releases. Considering that ATASCII wasn't a thing like 2-3 years ago, well, 2 years ago maybe already, but 3-4 years ago it wasn't really a thing, and the Logiker was starting to do an editor and everything for it. Now to see like a full-blown compo with this kind of quality releases, really good. Really looking forward to see what else people can do with ATASCII in the future. Moving on, because we have still quite a few other parties to cover. We have the zxgfxtober event that happened. So organized by the ZX Art website. Quite a few people submitted some ZX graphics to this showcase, online gallery of some sort. Quite a few interesting stuff, like this one. I really like this one by Moros. A lot of cats, a lot of unicorns, many releases by same people as well, so you can see some same styles on here and there on different images, which is really cool to see. Overall, I think this is a very good thing that it exists, like focusing specifically on having a month entirely dedicated just trying to do new art for a specific old school platform. So a very good initiative by ZX Art, and with some great releases overall. A lot of names are already familiar on the demo scene, like, oh, look at this. It's awesome. Really cool stuff. A lot of names familiar to the demo scene, some people outside from the demo scene, so yep. And a lot of entries, as you can see. I'm still scrolling, still full of stuff. So yeah, if you want to see this with more attention, with the attention that it duly deserves, check out the link below. That's it. Moving on to something else. So we have TRSAC. TRSAC took place in Denmark. Supposedly the final TRSAC might or might not be true, to be unraveled in the following year, I guess. The usual cacophony of events that happened. Very funny quiz that happened on the first evening. Animation Video Compo didn't have that many entries this year. Was mostly won by the Duck Guy. Yet again, this one getting second place. And the first place was this drone capture animation done by Gabby of Pooh Brain, which is also very nice. I personally preferred the duck, but that was also cool. Combined Demo Compo also had quite a decent amount of entries. A lot of Norwegian people invaded Denmark to do some stuff. Here's some Belgians also doing an invitation for Rsync, which is happening in January. Entry of my own, which I did a little remix of Brexit Acid with some more TRSAC themes to it. It was quite fun, quick made, but quite fun. Hanoi intro made by Demoscene. And a demo for the Wii, Nintendo Wii of all things, which is not common. So well done, Slipstream, getting a 5th place here, which was a bit undeserving, but I think the important thing is the participation, and cool to see more Wii demos being put out. Kochio and Kochio, I guess it's a mandatory to have a Kochio and Finsprit being played on TRSAC. a demo by Quasigen as well, a mandatory demo by Loonies as well, with a very interesting take on cubes and having acid with cubes at the same time. Real well done. And the winner was the TBC Real-Time Experience, which I found it very confusing when I first watched it, because I haven't been to that many Danish demo parties. So here's the lowdown. So they remade in real time a production that was originally released in 2002 and at the Meltdown 2002. There was this video animation production of some goats with this song, a Danish version of a Spanish song that won the Eurovision many years ago. Back then they used to translate the song into different languages to, I don't know, be more media popular, I guess, for some reason. And this became like a meme in the Danish demo scene. They used to play this video at the end of all the prize givings because it has very funny music and very funny lyrics and stuff like that. So these Norwegian guys remade this in real time, Norwegian and German. They remade it in real time and added a few twists to it. So it's like a bit of a love letter to the Danish demo scene and TBC in particular for having done the original. So when you understand the story, it makes a lot more sense. When I first watched it was very, what the hell is happening? But yeah, the music is quite catchy. I still have it in my head, so very well done. Then we had a combined intro competition as well for the old school party. 30N teaser by Electronic Thanks for the Amiga was quite a very solid intro. Invitation for the 30N demo party that's happening in Canary Islands on the beginning of December. A demo for the, actually an intro for the Amiga. Considering that it's by Platform 42, it very much well abuses the ham technology. Then we had some Cyberbrain Commodore 64 mockery of TRSAC. Magnum AI by Planet Jazz that got second place. It was actually quite a very good intro. Some people think it was worthier of winning than the first place intro. And the winner was actually Second Rodeo by Fnuke, which was also pretty solid little Amiga intro there. So very solid old school intro compo at the SAC this year. Also some very good graphics entries of different sorts. Humidifiers, 3D renders, some stuff drawn. The Day of the Tentacle, an excellent winning entry by Oni. Hand-drawn graphics as well, which I had to draw and scan or take a photo of. Very cool model here by Dragon Was Robot, and the winner was Luisa with Dia de los Muertos, una celebración de vida. The live acid music compo is also quite fun to listen to live. Old school music, also a lot of good quality entries. Streaming music as well. So overall, very solid demo party. Not that much attendance, like about 100 people from what I heard, which is a shame for Denmark because it used to be such a strong, active demo scene country. And it's slowly being fading away, and apparently this might be the last TRSAC that's been organized. Organizers maybe backtracked a little bit at the end. I hope there is another TRSAC, and I hope there will be more demo scene activity again there. Anyways, moving on, because I am quite short on time. We had TDF 16 milliseconds happening in Japan, which was a short online competition, had some combined graphics entries with some cubes, some photo cubes, some rendered cubes, and the very good ray marching or ray tracing scene as well, that one by Kinan Komoti. Very good looking here, very good rendering. 4K executable graphics, those top two entries. Combined music, only one entry was won by the B Rangers. Combined PC demo compo, not that many entries, but all of them were quite solid. The second entry was won by... it's not Observer, it's Observer and Renard, so the name here is wrong, or I made it wrong somehow. Maybe it's my version. Anyways, Architectural Shapeshifter was very good intro. I think it was a 4K intro, I want to say. Yeah, 4K intro. Very high quality, as I was saying, moving parts, very realistic rendering, amazing work for 4K, so really good entry. And the winner entry, I think, was a 64K, and also very realistic food elements in there by Ukon Power, who had already released something at Session. So Japanese demo scene is very active and very kicking ass right now, and I'm very much looking forward to see what they bring to the table at Revision next year, with where all the other people will be competing against them. So look forward to the Japanese scene. They also had the GLSL graphics competition, which is doing a single shader, and also had very good high quality entries, as they always do. It's a bit of a tradition at Japanese parties by now. You can see Totetmat by Gamma, by Kamoshika, which is also phenomenal coder, and the winner was by Renard with TDF Screensaver. It's really cool, considering that you have to do all the little shapes in GLSL itself. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's not SVG. This is done with math and stuff, and they actually show the code as they go through the different things. So if you missed the competition, definitely check out the video of the competition, and they go through all of the different little things. Then there was the wild demo compo as well. Mikaleo's getting second place again with another deck entry, and the winner was for the 68K Inside invitation. Inviting you for the 68K demo party that's happening in, I want to say, January, February. When is it? May. It's in May. Okay, good enough. Then we have, I'm running out of time, Benediction demo party happening in France. Not much things released there, but a very high quality, very high quality graphics competition. You can see winner entry Impdoc by Chris, and the combined demo intro entry was also very good quality as well. Got a lot of comments and positive feedback. Stand up by Benediction. So short, small little demo party there, focusing on the Amstrad CPC, but quite successful in terms of quality of releases. Let's see what else we have before we wrap things up. We have Flashparty. Very quickly, Flashparty happening in Argentina. They had 256 byte intro competition. This entry should have won Divine Buenos by Joker. Excellent 256 byte intro for the ZX Spectrum. Kneebitter also did a very good entry. Xalo did his first entry, was also pretty interesting concept. Mod 7 by Hipro, exploring the mod sort of thing. And the winner was Eye of the Storm by Algorias with a 64 byte, which in TIC 80, you can only do like a single loop for that. And he did a moving effect out of that. So congratulations, Algorias, on the win. Then the alternative demo competition only had one entry. No, what did I do? Something wrong here. Okay, my script is screwing up. I'm not sure why. Dedo de Momia got 4th place. Metoverso en Porqueria got 2nd. NASA Leaks 2nd place. And the winner was Flashparty. Now I can show it. Now they... Why? Something's going on. Anyways, these two entries, number 2 and number 3, were both done for PC. Felt a bit rushed, unpolished, but the winner demo was made for a fan, like LEDs, stuck to a fan, rotating very fast. You can make a screen out of that, you can make some games out of that. They have developed this API before, and now they made a full demo working on that. So very interesting for the platform, thumb up for the platform alone, but the content itself was also pretty solid. Then we had the alternative intro competition, which had a lot more entries. An invitation for the end demo party, this time for the Commodore 64. Some fractals, some Commodore 64 things, more Commodore 64 things. Super Mario remake for the Commodore 64. This one, I think it's Commodore 64 as well. This one was pretty stylish. I really like this one. This felt more like a conversion of a video of some sort, just a looping video. This one was for the ZX Spectrum, had a couple good screens on it. This scroller in particular was extremely slow, but other than that, the whole demo was pretty solid. And the winner was Chatarreros by Pungas de Villa Martelli with a very solid Commodore 64. I think it was just one screen intro, but very solid, like very good music and the quality of graphics that you can see here. And it was also animated. It also moved a little bit. Animation Wild Compo also had a lot of entries, and apparently my script isn't handling it properly. I don't know what's happening here. I have to go the old school way. So a lot of entries, as you can see. Yeah, an invitation for Inertia in the middle of there. And then the winner was Digital Coffin by with a 665 VHS, which was this thing. And also props to go to 80s video that also was submitted to Flashparty. Another video on this series of videos that he's been doing with his work. This one using Ascii art to showcase his video. Commodore 64 music, freestyle graphics, also a lot of entries. Very glitchy winner there. Independent game development has also had quite a few interests. Vampire Vengeance was the winner and pretty good. Cabral's Quest, also pretty solid development. Got second place for the Pico 8 if I'm not mistaken. And a few smaller entries that also was interesting. Oh, a remake of that old racing game for the Amiga if I'm not mistaken. Old school ANSI competition, also a lot of quality entries that were released here. Ascii and ANSI at Flashparty always has a lot of high quality things happening. Why isn't the scroller working? What about here? Does the scroller work here? Yes, it does. A lot of quality stuff. Some Hellraiser references and the winner entry. Very cool. I only have a couple of minutes to wrap things up, so I'm gonna skim past this. You can see that they did have a lot of good quality compos. So and the ATASCII competition, which had a lot of good entries as well. So yeah, everything text art at Flashparty is always very good. They even have a telex competition of all things, which is not very common to have at all. Not many people in the world do telex art. Old school graphics competition. This one, anti-alias, looks a bit like a conversion, but some good quality stuff as well. ZX Spectrum, not full that. Commodore 64. This was the winner, Rainbow in the Dark by Slacks. PC demo competition, not that many entries. Third place for Nick Raider. Second place, Cosmic Rays by Francisco Piaggio. Also very, I don't want to say unpolished, but you could tell that it was one of their first releases. And Key OP, back active again. They always release something at Flashparty, winning that as well. So text art extended competition, voxel art competition as well. I'll quickly show, and yep. So that's it for Flashparty. Let's take a look at upcoming demo parties real quick. Demo Splash already happened, but I haven't covered it yet. I will cover it soon. A few other demo parties happening still in November. Miss Data, Comparade, Transmission, and Syntax. I expect very good quality releases both Transmission and Syntax. And Experience Demo Party in Hungary sometimes also has some good releases as well. Then we have Inertia happening, which I'm very busy trying to help organize. 30N, which will happen at the same time in Spain. And some stuff later at the end of December. So quite a few things to look forward to. Let's wrap things up because my vacuum is about to start vacuuming. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for it being a bit rushed near the end here, but I'm really on a deadline today. but it helps keep the video below 35 minutes. So I guess that's a good thing, you know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found some interesting stuff. I'll put everything on the description as I usually mention. If you like this video and others like it and you want to support this channel, please consider submitting to my Patreon, patreon.com/psenough, whatever you can donate. Very much welcome, and it helps me motivated to do these videos every single month. So hope you enjoy it. See you next time. Bye bye everybody. Have a great day.